Okay, so right at the start of this video, I'm gonna drop everyone some hard truth here. I love the Game Boy. Some of my favorite memories of video games tie back to this little handheld right here. I was lucky enough to grow up with pretty much like the entire Game Boy line. My dad had an original Game Boy, one of the green Play It Loud ones. God, I love that green. And me and my brother each had a Game Boy Color growing up. So my brother had the lime green one that, you know, kind of looked like lime. And then I had the normal purple one, not the cool atomic purple one that my cousins had. The normal purple one. That's okay that I had the crappy one, Mom. And then a couple years later, whenever the Game Boy Advance came out, my parents got me one of those for Christmas, and I'm super happy about that because it beamed its beautiful 32-bit graphics straight into both my corneas. So that's why a few months back, whenever I was just randomly browsing the internet one day, I came across a company by the name of Grid Studios, and they were, found out they were taking non-functional pieces of tech and turning them into art. That was kind of cool. Kind of had the same reaction as Finn and Poe Dameron did whenever they were shooting down stormtroopers. Thanks, guys. I'll take it from here. Okay, so I think I was actually supposed to wait to open this thing up, but I got a little excited. This is the framed Game Boy Color that Grid Studios sent me in the mail. I'm super excited if you can't tell already. So yes, Grid Studios did send me one of these out to kind of cover and show off on my channel. And I do want to let you guys know that any of these thoughts that come out in this video, they're all my own. Don't want anyone thinking that I'm getting paid off here. So before I start, I do want to show off the nice packaging that it came in. Look at that, beautiful. I did take a photo of it because I wanted to make sure you all saw it. Bam, look at that, it's unboxed. I've had this thing for a few days now and wow, like I'm extremely impressed with this. I'm a huge fan of this kind of like minimalist tech look that they got going on here. I absolutely love how they have the lines kind of protruding out from the Game Boy and going to each different component. Like that's genius, dude. And the use of color here is really good too. I love how we have the kind of like muted purple look going here that's reflective of the Game Boy Color logo. Y'all know how much of I'm a big fan of that logo that I am.
Hello?
I love you.
But I love all these little nods to everything. You got the little one-up up here. You got the get ready below the Nintendo. Everything's highlighted very well. I love this down here where it says escape to a world of color. It's like poetry. Something that I feel like is kind of understated on this thing is how well they use the color yellow. Like it's very sparing. You only see it in about 4 places on here, and I love that because it's such a direct contrast to the purple Game Boy. Like right here, you got Mr. Pika. He's obviously yellow. Down here where it says exterior, you got a little bit of pop of yellow there, and then behind these buttons too. It really makes those buttons pop. I'm not 100% sure if they offer any other colors of the Game Boy Color. The main reason that I chose this one for them to send out to me is because, yeah, like I said earlier in the video, this is the Game Boy Color that I had. And honestly, it's so much smaller than what I remember. And yes, in case you're wondering, you can put a cartridge inside the slot here. Because I've already tried. Oh, nice. One thing that I do want to highlight about this company, so Grid Studios only uses non-functioning units to make these out of. So that was kind of my biggest concern whenever I originally saw these a few months back. At first I was thinking, oh man, are they seriously taking all of these working units like out of circulation? Like that's kind of balls. But no, these are all non-functioning units, so they basically take them, kind of repurpose them, give them new life, and make some pretty dope-ass art out of it. I really like how you can kind of see slight bits of wear and tear on this unit, so it actually feels like it was a Game Boy that lived. It wasn't just like some new factory unit that they pulled from Nintendo's like warehouse back in the day or something, or it wasn't some 3D printed monstrosity. Like no, there's actually like, you know, some slight scratches here on the back of the Game Boy. Like you can kind of see, you know how whenever you're using like an electronic for so long, like a controller or something, you kind of have these like little imprints where your hands were. You can see a little bit of that on the front here. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up or not. Probably not. But I just love that it adds to that authenticity of it. Like it feels so much more raw and real because of that. Like I can look at this and know, oh, this was someone's Game Boy at some point. And I'm so happy that it was able to be repurposed, so now it can be art. And like, this is awesome, man. So there you go. Those are my thoughts about the Grid Studios framed Game Boy Color. Really big fan of it. This is something I feel like you probably could make this kind of thing at home, but I'm really happy with receiving one of these because I can't begin to tell you the attention to detail that this thing has. Like, I was actually really surprised whenever I opened this up and kind of took a closer look at everything. I didn't see hardly any adhesive or anything under these components. Like, I'm not sure what is sticking these to this cardboard in here or whatever that white thing is, but you don't see like any of it behind it. So if you guys want to pick up one of these for yourselves, or one of the Game Boy Pockets, or like the PSPs, or they even have iPhones, you can click the link in the description below or off to the side. I think YouTube's doing that now, and that's going to take you over to where you can nab one of these. I will say though, before you go over there, they do have like limited stock on them, so I don't think they're in stock all the time. And I think the price kind of fluctuates a little bit on it based on probably how much it costs to get the components to make one of these. Alright, well, thanks for checking out my video. Thank you again to Grid Studios for sending this over. This is so cool. I really need to figure out where to hang this up though, because my dog, Daisy, she's already rubbed her nose on the glass like twice and I've already had to clean it off, so I gotta figure something out about that. I used a hammer.